Hey everyone, I wanted to try and do a little bit different of a video today. Tell me if you like it in the comments below at the end, and if you think I should keep doing it or if it was just kind of a one-off thing. So I got a message on my fan page from a girl named Laura, and Laura had kind of a problem, and she asked for my advice. And generally, I've been asked for like relationship advice and life advice, and I do try and give out advice here and there, but I get a little weary about giving people advice because you have real lives, and I don't really always know the entire situation, and I just feel really connected to someone when I give them advice, so I never want to give less than stellar advice, and so it's hard for me sometimes to give advice, but I kind of wanted to try like a Dear Meg kind of video. So Laura's problem, I'm not going to read her message, for fear of exposing her. Maybe she doesn't want all of the details shared, but basically Laura's problem was that she grew up really loving nerdy things, but being kind of afraid to embrace it for fear of being made fun of. And now that she's in college, she really wants to kind of embrace who she is and be a little bit more true to herself. But in the meantime, in hiding her feelings for, loving anime and loving video games, she's joined a sorority and has a lot of preppy friends who aren't really, very very nerdy, and she's trying to embrace her more nerdy interests, and she's finding that not only are her preppy friends feeling like, those things are weird, and where is this coming from, the people who are more nerdy in her life are feeling like, you're just saying that because it's cool to be a nerd now, and you're fake, and, you shouldn't be. She's finding hate on both sides is basically what I'm trying to say. And so she asked me if I had any advice and what I think she should do and what I think she should say to people when they're mean to her. And this is kind of close to home. Obviously, I did a whole video on people being dicks to nerds and nerds being dicks to other nerds. And I could go on for ages, so I will promise I will try and keep this short. First of all, thank you so much for sending me your message, Laura. It was so fantastic to get to know a little bit more about you, and it's really nice that you asked my opinion, like you feel like that I can help you at all. It's really sweet of you. I guess I would just say that, kind of, it sounds so defeatist, but fuck that, you know what I mean? Like, fuck anybody who tells you, like, oh, you're just making that shit up. Fuck you. Who are you? Who are you? You don't tell me I'm making shit up. And if, like, I completely get it. It's such a weird position to be in, to feel like you're at a point in your life where you're like a little bit more established, and you want to be a little bit more true to yourself, and you get kind of like this smackdown from people, and that fucking sucks. Like, you should always get to be yourself, and people should be happy with it all the time, but this is the world, and people are kind of dicks, and they aren't. So my advice to you is just to kind of stick to your guns. Do what you like because you like to do it, not because you're going to get recognition from anyone else or that you're going to get support from anyone else. If you like anime and watch anime. And if you like video games, play video games and like video games. And if people think that that's too weird for them and they don't want to be your friend because they don't think that your interest in that is genuine, fuck them. They're not real friends. Your real friends are the people who say like, oh, that's so cool, I never knew you liked video games, let's talk about video games. Or that's so cool you like anime, that's not really my deal, but go watch anime. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's not something they're interested in, real friends are the people who say like, oh, well, that's cool, I didn't know that about you, like, let's explore that together, or that can be your thing that you do by yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it's as simple as that. It's 100% not letting people get to you when they say things like you're fake and you're only doing this because you think it's cool to be a nerd. And people are always going to say that. You're never going to get everyone's approval. No one's ever going to say universally that you're amazing and I love everything you do and I feel like you're so genuine. Like, I just feel like that's kind of the atmosphere of the world that we live in now, and that's just kind of how people are. There's always going to be haters, and there's always going to be detractors and people who want to bring you down, and you have to push past that. You have to be true to yourself. So if you're interested in those things, be interested in those things. If you're not interested in those things, don't be interested in those things. Be who you want to be because it makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, the people who are saying shit or who are not saying shit, they're not going to be up here at the end of the day. You are up here. You have to deal with you. You have to be completely happy with who you are and content, or you'll never be happy with anyone else, and you'll always find people who, don't like you. That'll always be your focus. When you're happy with yourself, that stuff rolls off your back a lot easier because you feel much more solid in who you are. So that's my advice to you, Laura. So, like I said, this is kind of a new thing. I realize that the subject matter is general enough for some people to get advice out of, but it might be kind of individualized. So tell me if you guys like this format at all, if you have your own questions that you want advice on, and you want me to continue this kind of video segment, let me know in the comments down below if you want to send your questions in. I have a fan email at megturneycosplay@gmail.com. You can always email me there or on my fan page, which is facebook.com/megturneycosplay. Yeah, send me your messages, and like I said, if I feel like it's too personal or too intense, I probably won't delve so much into those, but I'll always give it a whirl, and I always love to hear what you guys think. So if you guys think this is cool, let me know. Like and subscribe and all that good business, and yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope everything works out for you, Laura.